Okay, folks, I'd like to get back started for our afternoon session. Hopefully you got a little bit to eat, but won't fall asleep. And I'd like to introduce Honjo-san, Shuji Honjo, who has been a friend of mine here in Japan for many years, also very helpful when we were running 500 startups. I guess he has a personal interest in healthcare and wellness since he now has a 5-year-old who's
Wow.
who's hopefully well. And I'll let him make the introduction to the rest of our panelists. Please give a warm round of applause. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for joining this session. Well, it is titled Life Science, Healthcare, and Wellness, but let me, use the words just healthcare, okay? Well, do you or your family have any health issues, including light ones like headache or back pain? Please if yes, please raise your hand. Okay, more than half. So we have problems in healthcare field. In Japan, this country spends $300 billion per year for medical cost. And in the United States, number one bankruptcy reason of US people is medical cost, as you know. So it's a big problem. Then we have technology innovation. So digital health, some research says now digital health market globally, $200 billion. And within 10 years, it will be tripled or four times, well, quadrupled. So very big growth. But in addition to that, we have a lot of innovation. Then we have two speakers here from wellness, well-being field, and also the healthcare. So both of them are investors now. So let me introduce Naoko first. So please show her slides. Okay. All right. Please welcome Naoko.
Hi. Can you hear me? Okay. Good afternoon. I'm sure that you got full with lunch, and then I just gonna make sure that you're not gonna fall asleep. But anyway, thank you so much for inviting me to here to speak about well-being tech. I am based in Palo Alto, Silicon Valley, and I'm visiting Japan right now. And well, I was born and raised in Japan, so this is my home country as well. A little bit about my background. It's been over 25 years I've been living in the US, and I'm based in Palo Alto. Spent 17 years working for that large IT companies, including Yahoo and Microsoft. And after that, I started helping Taizo-san, whom you met this morning sessions. He is the founder of Misoto, and I was helping him to Misoto's expansion to the US market as well. And I have a privilege to work with Yahoo Japan CEO as well, who I'm gonna talk next session as well. And right now I have my own fund called Niremia Collective, which is a well-being tech fund. And let me see. So let me a little bit talk about Niremia Collective. Niremia Collective is well-being tech-focused fund, and we partner with the Transformative Tech, which is the largest ecosystem community of the well-being technology. We have 9,000 members across 72 countries, and that membership consists of startup investors, academia, and corporate as well. So by tapping into the collective intelligence from the transformative tech, we have this abundance of that, deal sourcing, and also, doing the due diligence with them and making sure that our portfolio company gets sufficient help from that networking effect. We are very passionate about that invest and support the global expansion. I tied to Japan, and I feel that, bridge US and Japan has been my passion. That's why I came to the US to attend graduate school. So with my experience and then my partner Nicole's Transformative Tech, we do, making sure that we collaborate to create a well-being world. So talking a little bit about well-being tech. What is well-being tech? So basically, well-being is that a center is, human happiness and health. So to be able to be healthy and happy, you want to do exercise, you want to eat well, you want to have these good community connections, and then really focus on that healthy lifestyle, the longevities and stuff. So it's really touching every part of your life, that including the longevity, future work, food tech, wellness, mental, social, emotional health, and a smart city and so. Basically, that well-being tech is the data-driven, personalized product and service that promote the behavioral change. And this is the amazing numbers that it's a 5.8 trillion market opportunities, and it's going to be 6.8 trillion market by 2024, which is just next year. And we categorize into the three areas: mental, emotional well-being, workplace and life wellness, and human potential and performance. And this is that I'm really accelerating that adoption curve, mainly because of the COVID. People who adopt that well-being tech to really keep their mental, emotional health, that the B2B picked up, and then they really want to create this environment for the employees to tap into their health. So B2B adoption has been really accelerating, and that created a huge market. Also, people couldn't really go to this gym and stuff as well. So, this real life can become digitized, and then business model become that hybrid between that real life experience and digital model. And also that well-being and wellness become really accepted by that healthcare ecosystem. So that's why the B2B area is going to be it's accelerated, and it continue to be accelerated as well. And then also quantified self. That means, who wears Apple Watch, Oops, like garment and all that health tech stuff that really see your data, health and your mental health as a data to really manage yourself as well. So this is really happening right now. And well-being wellness tech landscape that people ask me, what if there is real technologies and real product and a startup? There are lots of things happening right now. So thank you.
So Naoko, so why did you pick this sector? Because when you launch your new company to invest in startups, so why didn't you select like generative AI or other stuff?
So generative AI is going to be the part of this well-being tech, because the well-being tech, as I mentioned, it's really data business. But the reason why I picked this one is I've been investing in that, companies for a long time. And then one day I just realized that I really want to focus on the human-centric technologies to invest in, the technologies that make people's lives much better, richer, and happier. And that's why I thought that people's health and happiness is a center. And I want to look for the technologies really help empower the people, as opposed to making that rich people already rich.
Okay, so you had the personal passion to look at this sector, and plus you described that the market-wise big and changing and growing.
Right. It's really growing sector as well. Like, how many people realize that during the COVID that you felt like really lonely, need to connect with the communities, where you really have to focus on your own health? That really COVID, ironically, make people wake up to pay attention to their mental, emotional health, and then physical health as well. That's why market really grew so much, and it continued to grow. And then also that, Millennium and Gen Z, they are really, really interested in that, balanced life as well. Not, chasing after becoming famous or making money. They really focus on the balanced life, and then they pay attention to their mental, emotional health. That's why the adoption has been growing very fast.
Very interesting. Okay, so may I ask Tomoko? So please change the slide deck.
Hello, everyone. I'm Tomoko Inoue, and I'm CEO of OMRON Ventures. And let me briefly introduce myself. Actually, I was born in the States, grew up in the States and Germany and Japan, but now I'm based in Tokyo. And I'm now running a CVC arm of OMRON Corporation. But before that, I was running a medical device venture capital under a Japanese government-backed investment firm called INCJ. And at the time, our vision was to develop the medical device innovation ecosystem in Japan. And we thought that to really create and develop those innovation ecosystem in medtech field, probably there's several milestones. Like first one, the Japanese entrepreneurs startup to get class 4 device Japanese FDA approval, PMDA's approval, we achieved. And second one, the large Japanese corporation acquire those startup and really scale up their business, we achieved. And third one, the Silicon Valley based startup acquired by a Japanese large corporation and really expand the business domain, and we achieved. But I thought this is not really enough to create and develop the ecosystem. And I realized that still there's a lot of great idea and smart people in large corporation, and really we need to change those large corporation. And when I thought those kind of idea, I had a chance to meet the CTO of OMRON Corporation and heard their vision and story. And I thought this is really great opportunity to really achieve what I want to do. So decided to join. And since then, I'm running CVC of OMRON Corporation. And I don't know how many know about OMRON, so let me briefly introduce. Thank you. Introduce about OMRON. So actually, probably nobody really knows about this, but the founder of OMRON, Kazuma Tateishi, is the first person that founded the first commercial venture capital in Japan, Kyoto Enterprise developed in 1972, and he really contributed to really educate and support the first generation of entrepreneurs in Japan. And also there's a lot of innovation first invented by OMRON, not only healthcare but also other social infrastructure area. For example, in 60s and 70s, he invented the digital traffic signals and automated ticket gates, and also the former version of ATM, online cashing dispenser. And the vision of OMRON is really solve the social problem by innovation. And the founder is really interesting person, and whenever he saw about the the moving things like blood or car or cash, he really want to control it and sense it, control it, and optimize it. So that's why he invented those things. And also he created the home use blood pressure monitor market from scratch. So some of you probably have the blood pressure monitor in home. Thank you, being a royal customer. But in 70s, there were no one even think to monitor the blood pressure at home. But he strongly believed that blood pressure is a really good measurement to control the health condition. So collaborated with clinicians and established a guideline of blood pressure monitoring. And then there's a large global market. And yeah, many of you may use the OMRON's blood pressure at home. And so I really there's a like really innovation and future centric DNA in OMRON. So I thought really collaborate, like adding on top of the OMRON's like sensing, controlling technology and business asset, the startups, cutting edge AI or robotics or security or energy kind of technology, and we can really create the future of healthcare, future of smart city, future of factory. And future of healthcare, nobody gets sick and everyone can do whatever they want and they can eat whatever they want to eat and autonomously like being healthy and complete the full potential of their lives. The kind of future I really want to create. And I'm using this slide since like 5-6 years ago. And at that time, probably not so many people really believe that we can achieve those future. But since COVID, everybody really used the online like telemedicine or many like digital therapeutics things. And I really feel that these future is coming now. So yeah, I believe that we can be healthy and nobody really get sick. Future will come soon.
Thank you. So from your as an investor perspective, what is your view of this, especially healthcare sector? Because you invested in not only the medical device but also the nursing care and well broad stuff, and both in Japan and the US.
So I'll invest whatever is the cutting edge and really tackling to the like forefront of the problem. So we invested in the one of the startup we invested in Japan is the dementia. They're developing the really like intervention kind of tool for dementia patients. And I invested in that startup in Japan because Japan is really facing those like dementia. Dementia is a really severe social problem in Japan. And really, we really face the most, like the highest level of the problem comparing other world. So from Japan, we can really create the really cutting edge solution. So I believe that. So I invested in those dementia field in Japan, but also the like digital therapeutics or digital health kind of things. Japan is still the digitalization of the electronic health record level is really low, and still we need to really facilitate those social infrastructure in medical like field as well. So most of the really first kind of solution from digital health field is coming out of US or like Europe or Northern Europe. So I've always seen those really cutting edge new solution globally, and whenever or whatever they can, I believe that they can achieve the like really first class, global level first class solution. I invest. So.
Okay, so may I ask both of you, then what perception these days is in this country there are lots of very good people, researchers, scientists, and also sciences. However, the ecosystem here is premature, especially in healthcare. So I encourage them to consider or even move to the United States or other countries. So what is the perspective or what kind of strategy do you take for finding the investment?
So I primarily focus on the US market, and you encourage your Japanese startup to come to the US or other countries to kind of expand their business opportunities and stuff. Okay. So, and I guess the healthcare system, that each country has their own healthcare governance and stuff. And then their data, utilization is very much different. That US is very loose, and then Japan is semi, stricted, and in Europe it's very, very stricted as well. So that without really understanding the opportunities and how things going to work out, oftentimes it might be difficult really thinking about this country and then cultures, and then expanding their business to outside of the culture. And then this healthcare system is something that are very, very difficult to do. Having said that, there are a lot of collaboration opportunities. Let's say in Japan market, there is a lot of great sensor technologies coming out from the US or Europe. And then Japanese companies can or startup companies just to take the sensor technologies and then build on top of it with that, Japan specific UI UX, and then addressing this data requirement from the government and stuff, so that they can create something that very local. But at the same time, if Japan come up with this basis of technologies that can be utilized by the other countries, then they can expand and then localize it in local so that they can do the global stuff. But then always really understand the market without expanding. And then also the partnership is a key. You can learn so much from the partners. So, this area is something that it's not so easy, but at the same time, if you find that a good partners or good, help, then that collaboration can be possible as well. So you can create a win-win situation in the end.
So Tomoko, previously you mentioned that maybe in Japan, Japanese people are very good at from 0 to 1, but
Yeah. So even Japanese don't believe that we're good at 0 to 1 innovation, but actually there's a lot of innovation invented by Japanese people, and also in medical device field as well. Actually, there were really clear sketch of the surgical robot in 1970 made by Japanese physician in 1970, and we've seen in many animation that robots is really treating the patients, but really we didn't really make it as a real surgical robot. And Da Vinci is coming out from Silicon Valley. So yeah, I believe that we have the idea and we don't know to make it as a business. But recently there's a lot of entrepreneurs coming out from Japan, and lots of these US Japan kind of collaboration activities are really developing and everywhere. So I think we can if we can collaborate more, and then I think we can make something comes true. So yeah, that's my view.
thanks. So the time is well. Okay. So let me close. So please give the final comment from both of you.
Let me see. I myself have some health scare last year, and I woke up in the morning and all of a sudden that I have this face paralysis, which I thought that I was just the end of the world. And then I didn't know that my stress level was so high because I didn't really pay attention to my mental emotional health. So I thought about it, and then start paying attention to that. If I'm under the big stress, making sure that I breathe and making sure I exercise, and then making sure that I can be healthy, not just physically, but also mentally as well. And I really think that, people, if they lose that, mental, health, then all the life around you kind of crumble. So, and my last comment is that there are a lot of solutions that well-being tech really help you to understand your own mental emotional health. And then from there, you can kind of start really thinking about the families and pay attention to yourself, your health. And then there is a technology at your hand really help you to elevate your performance levels and stuff. So, and we are here to make an investment in the startup companies and technology. So if you come across any good solutions or companies, and if you have any questions about which solution can be really good to address your, mental emotional health and then physical health as well, please feel free to reach out to me. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So really time flies. Yeah. So there's a lot of new technologies. Now I'm wearing the Oura Ring, Apple Watch, sometimes OMRON's blood pressure monitor, and they really control myself and really limit myself to drink too much and sleep well, and really like to keep my health condition. So I think, as I mentioned in the opening, we really can be healthy and whatever we eat or whatever we do, and ultimately we can control our health conditions. So there's a really big needs, and also there's a really with these technology we can make our life much better. So there's a big investment opportunity, and also big our happiness future is happy future is there. So please use this technology, and please be aware of those new things, and be healthy.
Thank you very much. So, thank you a lot. So then, please enjoy the next great speaker.
Thank you, folks, very much. Naoko, I believe you're going to be helping moderate the next speaker. Okay, great. And the next presentation is going to be in Japanese. So for English speakers in the audience, you might want to use your translation devices. And then make sure that's tuned to the right channel, so you're not listening to Jazz 97, the lazy station. No, I'm just kidding.